Good afternoon, volunteers. Thank you all so much for volunteering to be part of our True Schools initiative. This Friday, you'll be working with a small group of students and supervising them while they explore different activities using coding. During this video, we will be outlining student expectations for the day and give a brief overview of the program the students will be using. First, the students will be giving the following expectations. Please hold them accountable to these expectations. If there are any behavior problems, please alert a teacher immediately. Students may work independently or with one other person. Students are expected to remain seated in the pod. They may work on the floor, but their iPads may never be left on the floor. Students are to maintain an indoor voice at all times. If they begin to get too loud, please remind them that there are students in the classroom who are working. If students have a question, encourage them to ask another student for help. This is an exploratory learning program. We don't want them to seek adult help unless absolutely necessary. Students are not to go to any other apps during this time. If a student is found on another program, please give them a warning. If a second time they are found on another program, they will be given a referral and lose their iPad privileges for a week. Students will be using a program called Scratch Junior. The program is already located on their iPads.
Yep. Here.
Now I'm going to introduce my colleague to tell us more about Scratch Junior.
So for most of the fifth graders, they should be familiar. If they are not familiar with the program, you can buddy them up with somebody who knows about it, and then they can go off on their own. For the first graders, they may not have experienced it. So once they click on Scratch Junior on their iPad, it will bring them to the home button where they want to click on the house. Once they click on the house, they're probably only going to see the plus if they have not already made one. Scratch Junior will be in the middle, and they have, down at the bottom half, is their workspace. They're going to want to start by clicking on the yellow button, and the yellow button tells them how they're going to make their character begin. If we click on the green flag, that will indicate that the green flag is the start. If they want to make it so that you click on the character, they must click on the second one. They have to pick a way that it's going to start. So the first two are the simplest. So we're going to have him start by clicking on him. Next, we're going to move to how will the character move? What do they want it to do? And the directions are pretty self-explanatory. Do they want to go right, left, up, down, spin, or walk up and around? I think that's actually jump if I remember correctly. But they'll know, they'll play. So I can drag down. I want him to go to the right. I want him to go to the right again. I want him to go up and spin around. Very exciting. He can make noise, do other things. They can play with these. And then how do we want it to end? Do we want it to keep going and going and going? That's what mine's going to do. So now I'm ready, and when I click on my Scratch Junior guy, he's going to turn, and he's coming around the other side. They can be as creative as they want to be. Very basic, but they'll probably come up with better things than I did. That's about it.